RAYE is one of those artists whose name you might not instantly recognize, but you've almost definitely heard her voice. She's been nominated for both the Grammys and the BRIT Awards, written songs for Beyoncé, Charli XCX, Little Mix, Rita Ora, Ava Max, and others. Yet for years, her own music was buried under label control. Only recently has she finally received the recognition she's always deserved. Rachel Agatha Keane was born on October 24, 1997 in London. Her mother is of Ghanaian and Swiss descent, and her father is English. She also has 3 younger sisters. Music was always part of her home. Her mother sang in a church choir, and her father was a musical director. That atmosphere inspired young Rachel to dream about a music career. By the age of 8, she knew exactly what she wanted to do. She wrote her first song for a school concert when she was in 6th grade. At 17 in November 2014, RAYE self-released her debut EP, Welcome to the Winter, on SoundCloud. The project caught attention almost immediately, especially the track Hotbox, which was discovered by Ollie Alexander for years and years.
Losing it in the hot box high. Losing it.
At the time, Ollie was signed to Polydor Records, a major label home to global stars like Lady Gaga, Billie Eilish, Selena Gomez, Lana Del Rey, and Blackpink. He sent RAYE's music to the label's executives, and soon she was flooded with calls asking her to sign a deal. RAYE eventually agreed, hoping it would help her career take off. Instead of supporting her artistry, the label buried her. They refused to let her release a debut album, forcing her instead to write songs for other artists or feature uncredited on collaborations. That's why for years people heard her voice but didn't know her name. She penned songs for Beyoncé, Rita Ora, Madison Beer, and Annie Marie, among others. Her fingertips were all over modern pop, but her own music sat in folders collecting dust. She was closely controlled by her team, even forbidden from doing certain interviews. Finally, unable to take it anymore, RAYE spoke out publicly. She posted on Twitter, "I've been signed to a major label since 2014, and I have albums worth of music just sitting in folders collecting dust. I give songs away to other artists while waiting for permission from my label to prove I'm good enough to release my own album." At that time, she was featured on Bed, a hit collaboration with Joel Corey and David Guetta, which racked up over 350 million streams on Spotify. Yet even that success wasn't enough to convince her label to let her release her own album. After 7 long years, RAYE finally left Polydor. She later called those years some of the hardest of her life. Determined to take control, she went independent in 2022, signing a distribution deal with Human Resources. That same year, she released her first independent single, Hard Out Here.
That was a lie, I'm the guy, call me the comrade. I've been too nice.
Followed by several others that paved the way for her debut album. In 2023, My 21st Century Blues finally dropped and critics loved it. The single, Escapism, became a massive viral hit on TikTok, topping the UK singles chart and making RAYE's first #1 as a solo artist.
Excuse my state, I'm as high as your hopes that you'll make it to my bed. Get me.
It was the moment that the world finally met her, not as a ghostwriter or a background vocalist, but as a powerhouse pop star in her own right. Through 2023 and 2024, RAYE's rise continued. She opened for Taylor Swift and SZA on their tours, and later recorded a live version of her album at the iconic Royal Albert Hall, one of the most prestigious venues in the world. Her songwriting talent also reached new heights. She co-wrote Riverdance for Beyoncé's 2024 album Cowboy Carter, blending country and R&B influences. In June 2024, RAYE released Genesis, a sprawling 3-act single that showcased her creativity at full force. It was the song that officially introduced her to many listeners as a visionary artist, not just a hitmaker. But life threw her another curveball. Just months later, her car was stolen with all the handwritten lyrics for her second album inside. Losing that work was devastating, but RAYE turned the setback into fuel, promising fans she'd rebuild from scratch. In early 2025, RAYE made history at the BRIT Awards, winning 6 out of 7 nominations, the most wins ever achieved by a single artist in one night. She also received 3 Grammy nominations for Best New Artist, Songwriter of the Year, and Best Engineered Album. Not long after, she teamed up with Lisa and Doja Cat for Born Again, a high-energy track that solidified her position among the biggest names in pop. Like many new artists, RAYE writes from her own pain and experiences. She's open about her past, about using substances to cope during her lowest moments, and how the label's pressure nearly broke her spirit. For years, she was told to act, dress, and even sound a certain way. When she finally realized she had nothing to lose, she spoke out and freed herself. In 2025, RAYE released another hit, Where Is My Husband? The track became a festival anthem across Europe, performed on major stages, including Rock Worcester. Before it even dropped officially, clips from her live shows were blowing up on TikTok and Instagram. Her story is a reminder that sometimes you have to walk away from what everyone else calls success to find freedom. She risked everything, her career, her stability, her safety, to be herself, and it worked. Now she's not just surviving the music industry, she's changing it.